Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back to the UGA, that's what it's on the screen, the UGA Draft League. I am doing my week 2 match, which is also a catch-up match, which is long story short. But yeah, so week 2, looking to get my first win of the season. Hopefully I can grab it. This is against a player who has come in to replace someone who didn't turn up. But long story short about why players haven't been there, but you know, teams are unchanged just for the sake of clarity for the players, and I went for just a click button stuff drops sort of matchup with my sun mode. So hopefully it works. A lot of my opponent's Pokemon were like weak to the sun mode. The only thing that really countered it heavily was they had a Roaring Moon, which I did not want to bring it, but my sun Pokemon like can outspeed it. Like if it's got the speed boost in sun, my Fluttermane gets a speed boost in sun. And we can just knock out with a 4-turn set to move, and we have coverage if they go for like Steel Terror or Fire Terror or something. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so they brought a lot of Pokemon I thought they'd bring. They brought Maushold Lucario, which can be easily directed. Rocky Helmet on Pachirisu to break Focus Sash on Maushold, should it decide to go for Self Beat Up. Then we could just take that away, put the damage down. But the matchup I'm going to go for is Charizard plus Fluttermane in the lead. That's moves for everything. Torkoal in the back, and depending on what Pokemon I lead with, I switch out into Torkoal. And then I think for the last slot I can maybe go Magnezone, because nothing really threatens it too much and it puts pressure on a few of these Pokemon. It's Terra Grass, Terra Blast to give us a chance to hit the Gastrodon, as well as got Mirror Coat and Stalag Berry, so we can be a little bit faster towards the end of the game. I think I'll go with that. We'll go with that mode, and then if things change up, we can go for the Pachirisu mode, which just shuts down Lucario. Like if we see it, then we see it. Like it's gonna be annoying if it hits us in the face. Okay. Yeah. Just wait for my opponent to put the moves through. There is a little bit of static coming from my mic, it seems. I don't know what that is. I think it might be like a bit of feedback coming through from my headphones. I don't know. If I take my headphones, there's like a little tiny bit of static coming from my headphones, but I can really fix that. Oh, and my camera freezes just as the map. There we go. So okay. So we do see the Roaring Moon coming through, so instantly I know if I want to switch anything out, it's Charizard into Torkoal. And I might go Terra Electric to take both these Pokemon attacks a little bit better. Okay, so I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go into Torkoal, and then I'm gonna go Terra Electric, and then just go for a Dazzling Gleam. Because if they go Terra Flying or Terra Steel, Electric takes those hits a little better. It's still a Fluttermane, but it does stuff, and we'll see what sort of boost the Roaring Moon goes for. If it's speed boost, that's fine, we got speed still. If it's attack boost, a little bit annoying, but it's something we can put pressure on quite quickly, and we have ways around it. Okay, so we successfully get a switch going quite good. Torkoal the Sun, I love Torkoal the Sun, it's just one of my favourite names you can give it, it's just so ironic. Let's see, so my process just goes off, and I believe I get speed boost. I haven't EV'd wrong yet. Speed and Roaring Moon will get the attack boost. Okay, so we'll start speeding. And my Terra goes off first, so possibly reveal. Well, we don't know yet because I'm naturally faster. Let's have a look. Okay, so we got the Terra Electric off. And there's a Terra from both sides, okay. So if it's anything but Steel or Fire, we should be fine. Like, so it is Terra Fire, so that's going to be annoying if they have a Terra Blast, because we've just given them a boost. That's something I was scared of coming into like this side of the match. See how much Gleam does with choice specs. It does damage. Cold, that's perfectly fine by me. And then Crunch. Oh, okay, yeah, so becoming electric typing didn't help there. We have lost our Terra quite quickly, which sucks, but we can now bring Charizard in, who will be faster, and now revealed Life Orb. a lot of lag spikes on this one today. I don't know why. Something's caused my computer not to be happy today. But bring in Charizard. We can't Terastallize, which is perfectly fine by me. I'm going to go for 9 defense on this turn, and I'm just going to go for the Ancient Power into the Roaring Moon, because it's Rock type. It's still weak to Rock, and we've got the Solar Power boost. And if anything, we can get like the 10% chance to boost our stats, which would be very, very nice if we get it, especially in front of Pokemon in front of us. The front of the Pokemon in front of us, with the Pokemon that are in front of us. Okay, so Protect, that's fine. We're probably going to see another again. Not the end of the world, but Okay, Super Fang. We're getting defense boost. Well, likely. I spoke a bit too soon there, but we're getting defense boost, and we're gonna get a little bit back of our leftovers. Solar Power chip that early on it's guaranteed. Like it's not the end of the world, but doable. I'm gonna go for Protect, and I'm just gonna try and give that Ancient Power again. Just try and get something down on it. I don't know if this knocks out, like... Charizard is strong, we're like near max special attack. I've gotten hooked onto the onto like the team star things. Okay, coming in. What's this? Okay, Gashon, that's fine. We can tolerate that. Omni Boost. No, and Thunderbolt coming out. Okay, that's gonna do a lot of damage. Doesn't get the knockout. Just 5 but the Solar Power does. So one of the drawbacks. So just that instant pressure put down by the Roaring Moon, really, really scary. Where they got the crunch knockout and just take the hit from Flutter Mane. So that's something we have to be considerate of. I did get a bit greedy with that instant like thinking I can throw damage down. So I was bringing Torkoal in front of it. So maybe in next game, maybe opting away from that. Magazine coming as well mean it'll probably lose its Sturdy. So I'm gonna opt to. Oh, but I didn't bring Protect, did I? I'm just gonna have to Mirror Coat and hope. Yeah, I got super greedy early on with the yeah, just going for the double up to get damage down because I went for Mirror Coat. Okay, Earth Power to Torkoal. That's fine. Gets the knockout though. Oh, so super strong Gashadons, and my opponent pulling out all the guns here. Okay, so we got too greedy on that first turn play there. But we can work around it. My opponent knowing just to break that Sturdy straight away because like, that's what they probably know. Like, my opponent I believe is a very, very seasoned Draft League player, so they probably knew like a Sturdy Salak Berry or Sturdy plus some sort of combo is something that's very, very common on this style of Pokemon, and now just like let's just break it so we can break through it later. I'm just gonna go for a Thunderbolt. Both of them in combination will knock me out. So, but I think either of them actually with some boost. Yeah, Crunch is just enough. Like it breaking through the Magnet Zone like it's a piece of butter. So how can we change it? Like, I could maybe bluff that I don't go for the straight damage next turn. Charizard's the only way I break through the Fire type Terror, which is really, really annoying. About the same rules. How am I gonna change up for that? I guess I could bring, because like, I got the Terra Fairy on I've got the Terra Fairy on Zoroark, which could be a good bluff. So I could lead Zoroark, and then maybe Charizard. We don't outspeed the dragon, but that should be fine. In fact, I will lead these two. Yeah, we'll lead these two. And the back, Torkoal Charizard. Yeah, because it bluffs that we have the Charizard deck. You know what? I have the Torkoal because then they'll instantly know that it's not the Torkoal because the sun won't go up. So I'll go with that. Like, we're Assault Vest, we can take a few special hits. Like, and if they bring Lucario, then that's just annoying, I guess. I can bring Torkoal in and then go for a Flamethrower onto Lucario, try and get a knockout. Because Sun maybe helped. So in situations where I could have gone Focus Sash because I'm guaranteed to take hits from Focus Sash, but at the same time, it's like if I go Assault Vest, I have room to get all the moves I really want, and it was like, I went Assault Vest in the end. It's not the bulkiest Pokemon specially, but it was just the only caveat I could find without going Choiced. Because I really want my Choice specs on my Flutter main. The good thing as well is if they lead the Lucario, I can go for that Flamethrower, and I haven't revealed any other move yet, so they might think it is just Flamethrower, even though like there are other moves that are a lot more optimal. Let's see. So it is Jade plus Saline. Okay, so it's Gastrodon versus Rotom. So you can go for discharge combos here. So I'm going to go for a Grass Knot. Well, I've got Energy Ball though. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Snarl. And then Energy Ball into the Gastro. We're like max HP. Okay, that's annoying, but we can work with that. Probably just scouting for an Energy Ball as well anywhere, or a Solar Beam or something. And Snarl. Of course that now also reveals straight that that's definitely not a Charizard, but it's a good state to be in, it's a good state to be in. There's Thunderbolt, we're Assault Vested, Neg 1. Oh no, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, I just switched my leg up for that. Also, I'm gonna go for Snarl again and just go for the Energy Ball again. Like, if they switch, they switch. Or if they Terra, they Terra. Like, if anything, I would like to force a Terra quite early on. Yep. So let's see with this Terraing. If it's a Gastrodon Terraing, that's really good because we've forced a Terra away. Yep. So it's probably Terra Fire. Yeah, Terra Fire. That's understandable. We've now forced the Terra away from a possible Roaring Moon, which is really good. And so as it does, we ask Choice specs. Doesn't do optimal damage, just the drop would be nice. No. A nasty plot as well. Okay, so they're only at +1. So they're back to neutral. The crit was somewhat helpful as well. Earth Power, okay. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying, actually. I think I have to let Zoroark drop, to be honest. I'll go for another Snarl, and then I'll switch into Charizard, try and bait an Earth Power. But I'm in a situation where Rotom just kind of rips through me, like, very, very well played by my opponent. Like, I think I relied too heavily on calling that bluff, but I think because they put me in a situation where I had to go for the Snarl, that instantly revealed that I wasn't actually a Charizard in there in that state. And that's fine, obviously, but we'll work with it. There's a Protect, which is fine by me because we're getting another Snarl off. And if we bait enough power, it's really good. Snarl goes in protect, yep. Oh no! That's very well played, like probably just like knowing I have to switch that slot and something is going to come in and take that yawn. Okay, so how can we play around this? I think I just keep going for those snarls and then I can switch back. Is Torkoal the play? I think I bring in Torkoal, yeah, because then I can get, like, yes, I'm giving them boost to a possible Terra Blast and a possible Overheat, but at the same time, it's just giving me, you know, the boost to my solar power should I need it. Thunderbolt, yeah, they're neutral, still does a lot of damage. And Snarl going through is going to be very useful in this situation, like, the Assault Vest carrying us, I think, in this late on. I'm revealing a berry. I think that's mostly citrus range. Yeah, citrus range. Enough power that might clean up Zoroark. Oh no, unless I get another drop. Okay, not another drop, that's fine. Also, I just keep going for snarls, and I'm Terra fighting, not that really matters. I think I want to go for my Terra Dragon later, and I'm going to go for an Iron Defense, hoping I can maybe stick around for a little bit more. Because these snarls, it is really paying off. Overheat, okay, yeah, that probably cleans up. Yep, that cleans up, that's fine. But as one less attack that's going into Torkoal, and they've got an even further special attack drop. Let's see, Yawn, yeah. See, now in a situation where they're gonna force me to Terra, like I force a Terra into that Dragon typing. Actually, I guess I'm not overly forced yet. Like I'll bring in Fluttermane. And I'll go for a Shadow Ball, plus Body Press into Gastrodon. If anything, they just go double protect. Like, I can't really stop that. They have no reason to switch up their Gastrodon either, so I think it's protect and switch to Rotom to reset the drops. And if they go for that, they go for that, like... Ah, it could... No, because that's going to be slow, yeah. I got baited way too easily. On that one. I thought the switch was going to be coming from the Rotom. We take that hit very nicely. Body Press going to protect well, and the Yawn is going to go ahead and put us to sleep this turn, which isn't optimal, but something we can have to tolerate, because like I was put into that caveat really, where it's like I have to either double up into the Gastrodon, it protects the switches, and then something go to sleep. Also stopping me from getting Yawn later on. Or I double up into the Rotom and then a Yawn goes on to the get. Like, it's... My opponent's played this well enough to put me into those, like, 50-50 situations. So, yeah, I'm gonna go for the double up into Rotom this turn. I know I can't make up now. So I hope that Spec Shadow Ball is enough to break through this, and then if we see the, thing, the big Dino Bird thing, Roaring Moon come through, then go for a nice switch. Okay, so the switch out's happening there, which is fine. Probably feeling quite comfortable because I'm locked in for that. Okay, locked into Shadow Ball. It's fine by me. So I'm glad we caught that before anything. And it doesn't get the knockout. And they're free to get a nasty plot off. And they can just start going for Follow Me now. But I still think they're quite low because of the Snarl. Only -1. Okay, right. I think it's time to say bye-bye Charizard. And then body press here. They could be baiting this and go for a pop bomb. Like, this is like in draft, like you can quite easily bait and just go for the offensive play in a situation like this. I feel like follow me is just too optimal because, okay, so protect, so not really have to bother with follow me whatsoever. And there's the pop bomb. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a pop bomb situation. Nice. Okay. Thank you. Please. Okay, hit all 10 times. Do we wake up? No, we don't. Okay. Okay, we are Choice Scarf, so I'm gonna believe in the Heat Wave. I have no reason to go Terra Dragon yet, so I'm just gonna go Heat Wave. And then Body Press. If Gastrodon switches in, like, we get completely bamboozled. Like, that Gastrodon was, like, ripped through us. Like, kudos to my opponent for, like, reading into that. Like, just having Terra Fire on, like, 2 of the Pokemon. Somebody's game avoiding it. Oh, it's the Rotom as well that avoided it. The one thing I wanted to hit. Oh, dearie me. Yeah. That's, like... Having all these Pokemon that just go for a fighting type just rip through like my 2 main modes here, and like Rotom, you know, can quite, yeah, it goes Thunderbolt. This will probably break through Torkoal. Olive on 1 HP, still has to sleep though. But yeah, my opponent just revealing like the sheer strength of their team. Like, why? You know, why I shouldn't have underestimated that. I just on paper it was so easy just to be like, oh, I have Pokemon that hit all these Pokemon really hard. But Rotom was the worst thing for me because it was either I only just knocked it out, or it was like a extreme fringe case scenario where it outsped. Like I had to go for Dazzling Gleam to circumvent any like follow me's and stuff. And hoping as a double knockout, I'm gonna go for an Iron Defense and hope the recovery is just enough. I don't think it will be. I think this is the end of the line. I think I'm still under Speed Mouse Hold. There's Protect, which I'm fine with because I'm locking myself into Dazzling Gleam. And we are Choice Specs, so this likely gets a knockout. But Gastrodon can quite easily just come in and start, like, throwing itself on top of us. The only option is becoming a ground type. Like, we get the Iron Defense, which is nice. So there's still a slight chance, just depending on how happy Torkoal wants to be. But Torkoal's special defense is so low. It isn't having a fun time. Oh. So Gastrodon comes back in, which I'm fine with. Like, I'm just gonna go for Dazzling Gleam again. I'm going to go for the Terra Fighting and Protect, trying to keep my HP back. We lose the ground weakness and possible wall weakness as well, especially with the Sun Up. Was there a Sun Up still? I can't even remember. This has been a long, like, one of the battles, like, it's not long as in, like, how long it is, it's long as in, like, it feels long because nothing's taking damage. This could even just be a Constellation Transformation, and I've never actually seen the Fighting type Terra because you never really see it, do you? It's quite cool. Like, that shows how infrequently I've seen it. I didn't even know what it looked like. But hopefully this Protect is just enough to save us. Like, my opponent could possibly read this quite heavily. I don't know. Okay, our power goes into Torkoal, which is fine. Oh, we're going to like super mega ultra Gigantamax crit required range of the battle now. Right, that was the drag. Yeah. Okay, so we can quite comfortably go for a Gleam here, and just gonna go for a body press into this thing and hope. Like, this comes into like super duper crit like territory, and hope my opponent chokes territory. Dazzling Gleam clears up the dragon because it's 4 times effective and it hasn't got a focus sash. CDR power goes into the Cole, who doesn't take it. Super annoying it didn't take it. I think I'm like max special defense to Cole as well. I think with their leftovers, I don't think we can break through them just because of that fire typing. Like, I think they're healing back a slight bit more than we're damaging each turn, and Fluttermane's bulky, but can outlast a fire type Gastrodon bulky. And they've got Protect as well, yeah, so they're healing back way much more than I can break through. I'm having to hope for like the super mega crits here. But yeah, but my opponent just just read into my strength, which was I have loads of fire types and Pokemon that take advantage of the sun. So they literally just smacked me with all these fire types. But I was in a situation where, like, if I get locked into Shadow Ball, I'm good into this. But if I at the same time, if I do, I've got nothing for the Roaring Moon. That was a lot of damage. That was a crit, so that's gonna help. See how much we take from this. Okay. So that crit helps a bit, so we could be going to a game 3, but they just protect again, and like, yeah. I should just click the A button now. I don't have the mic picking this up, but I'm like jamming my A button. This is like one of the fun and like unfun things about draft. It's like you can see Pokemon just shining with like way they don't normally do in regular play. Like a Pokemon like Gastrodon, normally you think like, oh, Gastrodon versus Fluttermane. Oh, that's so close! I think I might be able to take it. That's gonna be annoying if I don't get the knockout. That's gonna be really annoying if I get the knockout, but let's protect. Oh, like, if there wasn't a way to get like further forward on this seat before knocking my mic, I would be on the edge of my seat for this one. Let's see what sort of range I go into. Oh, this is gonna be so close. I don't know if I take it. Oh, Fluttermane. Oh, right, game 3. Fluttermane, you beautiful, beautiful ghost. Oh. Oh. Oh, this game's gonna be the bane of my existence. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna lead Charizard plus Zoroark this time. Yes, we also have that semi like reveal of what it is straight away from the what would be a Fluttermane attacking afterwards, but oh no, right. Fluttermane and Torkoal on the back, so we have that option to go for like a super mega sweep towards the end with Sun being active. Because that'll help so much if we're in that endgame of Gastrodon versus Fluttermane. Oh, I just knocked my hard drive. Luckily it's on the other computer that's not recording. Because one thing that will be like annoying, my opponent might try and like yeah, well, not really. I don't think they will, but I think it'll be like a bit off-putting. Is because of the Terra type on my Zoroark is the same. Actually, did I bring Torkoal back? Or did I bring? Oh, I don't know which one went up at last. So that is okay. Okay, so I ruined the bluff straight away. But that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Do I go for the Terra Dragon and go for the Dragon Pulse? I think I do, just take an Electro attack, and then... then I bring in the actual Torkoal, just to get my solar power boost. I messed that up by putting the Pokemon in the wrong slot, but... Another thing as well, they have marks on my Pokemon, so like, it's a lot easier to determine which Pokemon is who. See, if they Trash Flight, I just lost this, I think, actually. So I have no answer to it. A dump. Oh, please do the DedennEND Chastising. No, yeah, okay, yeah. That's gonna be annoying. That's super annoying. I fell into that same trap of, oh, I bring Torkoal in, I get the boost. I'm kicking myself over that. Take less from the Thunderbolt because of Dragon typing. Tailwind, oh no! That's gonna really bite us in the back as well. Let's hope they pocket that one. In a situation where if they focus on the Torkoal, Charizard gets an attack off. They probably have a Fairy type move to hit into the Charizard now though, which is annoying. And like, oh yeah, Dragon Claw. I didn't think the Stab Dragon. That's annoying. I'll take that on my own chin though. Like that is my own fault that situation has occurred, and that is like 99% like game for my opponent now, because what am I going to do to break through this? Super Fang is going to make it a lot easier to like break through the Torkoal. Iron Defense is nice, but they got the 1.3 times boost to their attack. I messed that up by putting Torkoal in the last slot and not Fluttermane. That's really going to come back and bite me, I think. So I don't outspeed because of their Tailwind. I can try by going for a Shadow Ball, and I'm just going to go for another Iron Defense just to try and get my defense as high as possible on Torkoal. It's another one of those situations where if they focus on the Torkoal, Fluttermane has free reign. If they focus on Fluttermane, Torkoal gets another boost. Because they have that combination, like because they're so much faster, they can just go Super Fang to Torkoal, get Torkoal reduced, and then just attack Fluttermane. And Fluttermane's going to drop like a sack of potatoes, to be honest. Okay, yeah, they're just going to Nuzzle, aren't they, to guarantee they're faster. That's something that I fell into a trap of as well. Yeah, Nuzzle is to guarantee they're faster next turn as well. They can't risk anything. I get the Iron Defense boost off, which is nice, but I think we now roughly parallel their the boosts they have. And because we wasted our Terra, like the Gash from the back can just rip through us. I think my best bet now is actually Shadow Ball into you, and then try Body Press into you. We hope. Hope and pray. Watch us still be faster with Nuzzle because of some weird speed mechanic, I don't know. Yeah. A little bit annoyed because I fell into that same trap turn one. Maybe going for the Ancient Power like first turn could have been cool, because I might like that thing has like no defensive stats. But like special defense, I think the special defense is like super low. So I think we could have maybe called that and been like, okay, like that might have got a knockout with solar power. Also a bit annoyed that I like because I was like focusing too much on the, oh, I played a bluff with Fluttermane. That, I put it wrong slot. Fluttermane drops kind of okay, I guess. There's a lot. Why is the DedennEND special attack so high for the thing it is? But this is like opens up for like loads of Pokemon Fast and Torkoal to come in, and I really can't deal with that pressure like straight away. Talon being gone can kind of help with Zoroark. But I don't know how much it helps. That's the Gastrodon? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go for Snarl and Protect. Gets me some leftovers recovery. They can just nuzzle me again, and I think I don't know if Gastrodon will outspeed. I think it'll be another close one. It'll be another close one, I think. I actually chose to underspeed the DedennEND. And I hate that I did. Sunlight Fades, that's so-so, I guess. Like we weren't really clicking Flamethrower in this matchup anyway. Alright, do I think that a -1 we can take hits? I think I'm gonna go for the Snarl again to be safe. And then Body Press into the Gastro. Do we take this? It's -1. Oh no! Oh! Super irritating. Oh, that is so irritating. Because now they have like, yeah, like, oh my god, this critical little DedennEND. How much is Grass not doing? Doesn't even get the knockout with 4 times effective. And the Earth Power should clean up from there. Oh, those 2 crits really were crucial in the end game. Horrible way to go out, but glad I pulled it through to very late in the game. I fell into my own trap very quickly. I went too hard on the, like, oh, this thing isn't going to tear in front of this Pokemon. This thing isn't going to tear it, like, and like, getting a situation where I could have just snarled and body pressed to like try and push for a decent win was really good. But I called my own bluff. I slipped up on going for the Torkoal lead with Zoroark, and just forced myself into that Terra Dragon. Like, we did about 50%. I will do the count with Ancient Power into that, and I'll be really annoyed if that would have been a knockout, because I was thinking about it. I was thinking, surely this thing doesn't Terra in the face of what could just be a flying type, or like they wouldn't Terra in front of a rock type attack. They wouldn't Terra in front of a flying type attack, and they wouldn't Terra in front of a fire type attack. Like, of course, my opponent went for the best option possible, like reading like every possible thing go through there to be like, oh, if I don't Terra, then I could take a Dragon Pulse or some sort of Dragon coverage move. It's expected on a choice scarf charge, and I think they sussed it out. Well, they would have sussed it out as soon as I outsped quite quickly. But hey, that was my own mistake going for that play, like relying too heavily on that turn 1 Terra, which is the same mistake I made game 1. But it swings and roundabouts. That is a matchup, and that is 0-2 in this format here. So, you know, still not doing the worst, can still claw things back, but we'll see how we go in the future weeks, because, you know, that's the wonder of Draft League. You can start off horribly and then finish it off with an amazing season. But thank you people who did stick around through what was not an excruciating game, but a long game, and hopefully more wins are to come. So you know, keep your eyes peeled, because, you know, I could be getting some more dubs and taking it further and higher than I did last season.